Alrighty everybody, good morning everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are on a fantastic day today, and today we have a super exciting announcement at long last from Breeze Airways, and I could not resist not coming on here to talk about it this morning. I hope everybody's having a fantastic morning to this point, or wherever you may live in the world. Today at long last we finally have the announcement from Breeze Airways that we've been waiting for. If you guys have not been following along, Breeze Airways is a brand new low-cost startup airline that will be starting with a dominant focus in the United States, and it's really exciting. Founded by former JetBlue founder David Neilman. Really smart guy and a huge name in the aviation industry. He has a lot of ties and just overall a really awesome guy. But today, at long last, everybody, we finally have the announcement that we've been waiting for from Breeze Airways. I woke up to see an absolutely crazy announcement. So this morning, Breeze posted this video that says book now. So this pretty much is the full-on time to go. They said the other day that they would have 49 brand new routes coming very soon, and soon was definitely in the picture because it's here. So this was the video they posted. Let me see if I can get it without a reflection. That should be about right. Sorry, that's the wrong one. I was on the wrong corner. Sorry. This one. There we go. So just kind of a little exciting advertisement video, if you will. I believe that's David Neilman right there. $39, that's impressive. Which is very affordable, of course. Really like this video, it's really good. Okay, so that was the video that they posted, and then the announcement came for all these brand new services. So they have it down here as a really nice banner on their website. Let's take a look, everybody. It is absolutely fire. So let me see if I can turn down the ISO. Wrong way. Let's go with about right there, and then I will focus in. Oh, wrong way. So here is the brand new routes for Breeze. As you can tell, they're kind of jumbled up, but as you can tell, it is mainly on the southeastern and some of the Midwest United States. And it is absolutely awesome, as you can tell. Now, they announced last night that their crew bases were going to be Tampa, New Orleans, Charleston, and Norfolk. Norfolk was definitely an interesting one, but I'm sure there was some sort of facility or something down there that made that a viable option for Breeze. Charleston, Tampa, and of course New Orleans made a lot of sense because they were going to be starting a lot of brand new flights. So let's kind of go over every place in depth and everything, or kind of briefly, I should say. If I can get my ISO back going here and the focus as well. Sorry about this, guys. This kind of was just thrown together because this is absolutely awesome. So let's take a look in depth. So I think I mentioned this earlier, but if I didn't, Breeze is going to be operating a fleet to begin of Embraer ERJ-190, 195 aircraft. These came from, I think, Azul for the most part, but I think potentially JetBlue will be giving us a few as well because they have orders for a ton of them. I think about 60 total. And then they also have 60 orders for the Airbus A220-300, which is going to be their primary flagship, kind of big-time plane, if you will. So here are the routes for Breeze. Also, their website, just from initial glance, we'll talk about it more in a little bit, really well put together. So great job by Breeze to put this all together. And they're all about convenience and everything, and they've most certainly done that at this point. Okay, so here are the cities that they'll be serving this summer. This is just in random order. I'm going to kind of just go geographically around the United States. Tampa, Charleston, Norfolk, Richmond, Hartford, Providence, Pittsburgh, Akron, Cranton, Columbus, Louisville, Huntsville, New Orleans, Fayetteville, San Antonio, and then I'm sure you guys know my last two are going to be my favorites. There was my alarm. I wasn't supposed to wake up this early, but I think it was just my phone beeping just nonstop. But my favorite two for sure, as you guys will know, Oklahoma City and Tulsa, Oklahoma will be Breeze destinations, which is super exciting. I am so pumped. And then Fayetteville as well is going to be a huge add, as that's in northwest Arkansas. Some of the routes include to the smaller cities. They're kind of their starting points. There's some random point-to-point ones, like San Antonio has 3 flights to Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and Fayetteville. I think Charleston would technically count. Let's see here. Yeah, there's like one interesting one is Norfolk to Providence. Let's see. Another interesting one is Pittsburgh to Harburg and Columbus to Providence. Providence, I think, has 3 routes. Hartford has 4. So there are some very interesting ones throughout here. But most of them, every city it looks like has a flight between Tampa, Charleston, or New Orleans. 1 of the 3. Most of them have more than that. Most cities have, I think, 3 destinations. Huntsville, Louisville, I think everywhere has 3 destinations. And a couple of them have 4 destinations, like Hartford. Norfolk also has 4 destinations. So this is a very interesting lineup of routes. I'll talk about the Tulsa stuff towards the end. I won't bore you guys too much with that till it's time. So here's the full-on website. We'll kind of just take a more in-depth look at this here. If I can turn down the ISO, probably 800. Let's try 800. That will be perfect. Okay, so as you can see on the front right here, this is where you do your main booking right here on this front page, and then you can make an account in the corner, which I did. And then I think the dates are down here and stuff, so that's looking great. It's a nice clean UI. I really like that. That'll attract a lot of people. And then this banner says easy nonstop from $39 with a picture of a CGI generated A220. And then they go into the restrictions and everything on that bottom tab, or text insert, subtitle I should say. And then it says, go where Breeze takes you, our destinations. Breeze does it better. Our perks, straight to the point, low fares, high flex, take it easy. And then they also are offering credit cards now, which is really nice. Technology enthusiasts, actually aviation, hospitality, and technology enthusiasts for those credit cards. And Travel with Easy, and I will be downloading the app because they do have an app on App Store and Google Play. You can also find them on Twitter, Instagram, and IN. I've never heard of IN before. And then you can also contact them on Facebook, message, and email. And then they have all the tabs and everything throughout their website. So a really clean, nice website. Very basic, but I really like it. And then you have the kind of a tab up here with my trips and everything, and a really, really nice UI for Breeze. That is a really nice lineup. I like that a lot. So if I can get my camera adjusted back to some relatively good settings for the face cam. I'm super excited for Breeze. This has been a long time coming. We know Avelo just kind of came out of the blue and kind of just did their thing, but Breeze has kind of been a long awaiting patient project as they started getting things going all the way back in 2018. And we'll take it over to the wiki and see if there's anything crazy we can talk about with Breeze on there. But this is just really exciting, guys. They're going to be just an awesome compliment. JetBlue is the only other airline in the United States, I believe, flying Embraer 190s at the current time. American did, but they have since retired those. So it will be great to have another operator of Embraer 190s. And I'm really eager to see what kind of service they're going to bring, especially for that price point. So their headquarters is in Connecticut. That city is probably close to Hartford, if I had to guess. And of course, the key people are David Neilman, which is the founder and the CEO. Lucas Johnson is the CCO. And then Tom Anderson is the CEO, which should be Chief Executive Officer. I know that from Storyline. We need to get a CCO. And then Trent Porter is the CFO. And then they have the website. They have 6 aircraft in the fleet right now, founded in June of 2018. And just an absolute facility, as we can see right here. And then the pandemic kind of was a little bit of a setback, but we got it going at long last. And then their fleet consists currently of 80 orders of Airbus A220-300s at the current time, set to start deliveries on October 2021. 4 Embraer 190s. These are actually being leased from Nordic Aviation Capital, and they have 4 of those in service with 12 on order. Okay, I'm sorry, they did not have as many Embraer 190s as I thought they did on order. They have a total of 45 with 190s and 195s. 2 Embraer 195s in service currently with 28 on order, and these are subleased from Capital Partners via Azul. So this is really good. And it looks like some of those aircraft are also going to be coming from airlines such as Lolt, Polish, and this is going to be really good. Okay, so actually on April 26th, only about a month ago, they increased the order from 60 to 80 with an additional 28 to 20. So I was right on that till I looked. So they have orders for 120 aircraft, which is a ton. So this is going to be really nice. And of course, they have a really cool logo with the easy check mark in the Breeze. So this is going to be awesome. Let's see here. Was there anything else that I wanted to touch on with other stuff? You can also find a hotel and rent a car on that main tab. And it's really convenient, nice and really clean UI. I really like this from Breeze. So this is a really awesome lineup. We can also go over the destinations on Breeze's wiki. This should put in alphabetical order, but to reiterate it once again, if I can find it, here are the destinations. These are in some sort of order, but they're in order by start date, looks like. All right, here we go, everybody. All the start dates are very different. Tulsa's going to be one of the first. I'm sorry, I just can't stop looking at that. Tampa starts on May 27th. Charleston starts on May 27th. Hartford starts on May 27th. Louisville starts on May 28th. Tulsa begins on June 4th. Norfolk begins on June 10th. Fayetteville starts on June 17th. Akron starts on June 26th. Oklahoma City starts on July 1st. Columbus starts on July 3rd. New Orleans starts on July 8th. Pittsburgh starts on July 8th. Richmond starts on July 8th. San Antonio begins on July 15th. Huntsville begins on July 15th. And finally, Providence starts on July 22nd. That's a really interesting space of time. That's 2 months worth of new destinations. So it looks like they progressively want to get into it, which quite frankly with their fleet makes a lot of sense. I will talk about the Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Fayetteville stuff because that's kind of my forte. I know a lot about those routes, and then I'll kind of take it from there. I did want to briefly mention it though. So of course, Breeze is going to be starting these brand new flights to Tulsa, Bennetville, Fayetteville, and Oklahoma City. I know the region quite well and how these routes perform, so I will kind of give a emphasis on this. All 3 destinations are going to have the same 3 destinations, which will be San Antonio, New Orleans, and Tampa. I want to start with Tampa because that's the first one starting for all of them. Tampa should do really well. Allegiant's had success with this route out of Tulsa, and Florida in general has been very successful for this region, particularly Orlando, especially from Oklahoma City, and then Miami as well, and Destin's been big out of these cities as well. So Tampa should do really well, especially with the advertising and everything. I would have high hopes for Tampa to do super well. New Orleans is a very interesting choice for these 3 cities. I know particularly Tulsa had a service on Allegiant to New Orleans back in 2016, and that got cut due to low demand. However, with this leisure market, especially that we're seeing right now, a route like this, especially at this price point in advertising, could definitely do pretty well. New Orleans is a very popular leisure destination, and I feel like it could do well during these times. So I'll give a check mark to New Orleans. I'll be eager to see how it pans out. Another thing that really does interest me though is these cities are really close together to have the same destinations. All these cities are within 5 hours of each other. So to see the fact that all 3 cities have the same 3 destinations when you could drive to the other one to go somewhere else is kind of an interesting tactic by Breeze, but I feel like they do want to stay pretty, not universal, but very symmetric across the board. So maybe that's the reason. And then finally, all 3 cities are going to be the only 3 destinations out of San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio, Texas is another very interesting choice, but I feel like during these times, very similar rundown to New Orleans. Tulsa and Oklahoma City both had service on Frontier back in 2018 to the city, and I think Fayetteville has never, Fayetteville has not. All 3 cities have very strong service to the Houston area, and then as well as Vita Air served to, I think, all 3, but for sure Tulsa and Oklahoma City back when they were a thing before they collapsed, nonstop service to Austin, Texas, which is relatively close. So I feel like this could go really well for Breeze. I know the Tampa route will be very well established universally during any time of the year. The New Orleans and San Antonio is interesting. I think all those should start on July 15th, at least for Tulsa. July 15th for New Orleans and San Antonio, and then June 4th, surprisingly, for Tampa, which is awesome. So that is the whole Breeze rundown, which is absolutely awesome. Really exciting stuff. I finally pulled up on my computer, but this is just going to be an absolute unit. A lot of airports are already posting about it. Columbus has a tweet up here, so it's going to be. I'm super pumped for Breeze. They're going to be an awesome addition to the U.S. industry. I feel like they're going to go out there and compete. Most of those routes are point-to-point with no competition. However, there are a few of them that will be competition, so Breeze is going to have to go win it. But I feel like they definitely can. I think they're going to do about 3 to 4 flights a week per destination, and it's going to be really, really exciting. As of right now, the start date for Tulsa is really close. It's in about 3 weeks. So I would, 3 weeks I think from today. Or is it 2 weeks? It may be 2. 2 weeks. I really want to get on the inaugural flight. The inbound flight from Tampa, which would be the inaugural, is at 7:30 a.m. So it would be impossible to do a day trip on that leg, but I can most certainly do a day trip on the outbound, which may be even funner. So prices are most certainly not a problem. I'm going to ask my parents, see if I can do it. June 4th is open for me, so I would be able to do it. If you guys see another unexpected trip announcement, this would be the one. I didn't really plan on, I knew that it was a possibility a Breeze could come to the region, but I did not think that it was going to be in this capacity. I thought it would maybe just been one small route, but they are coming with 3 routes. And for Tulsa and Oklahoma City and Fayetteville and every other airport that's on this lineup for the most part, this is a big deal, especially for some smaller ones. Akron was really struggling to get air service from other airlines besides their bigger ones. Huntsville, I think, is relatively small. Louisville is a nice compliment. Like we said, Akron. Norfolk, this will be an awesome compliment with new service for them. Charleston was already booming before this, so this is just going to continue to add on. Hartford, I think, is relatively small too, so that will be great. And of course, Fayetteville is really small too. Relatively small, I should say. And Tulsa and Oklahoma City are fair size. So this is a really awesome establishment. So that will do it for today's announcement video, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think of Breeze, and let me know in the comment section if you have any plans on potentially flying with Breeze, and if they're coming to an area around you. I know a lot of you guys are in those bigger areas like Tampa, New Orleans, Charleston. So this is going to be a really exciting lineup for Breeze, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from here. So like I said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry it was raw, but definitely wanted to get this announcement out about our brand new airlines over at Breeze. There will be a video at 4 o'clock today, and we'll probably live stream tomorrow, so stay up to date. Check out the Instagram if you want, and I'm really excited for what's to come, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody, and we'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.